I think it looks pretty dang cool. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha. I am a full-time artist based in Colorado, and this is part 2 of my laundry room makeover. It's a Friday night tonight, and we are gonna pull up this floor. If you didn't watch the first part, you should watch that. It's all about painting and designing the space, and now we're gonna take up this ugly floor because we're gonna lay down this nicer floor. That's pretty much the goal. Hubby wants to tackle the doorway transition and making the cuts around the doorway, and I'm gonna let him have it because I struggle. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna bring this room to a close by the end of this video, so I'm excited. It's gonna be great. Did I forget to mention that there are 2 layers of flooring down on this floor?
Using a jigsaw for more intricate cuts.
All the cuts.
Love you too. We'll talk soon.
Love you, bye!
Bye.
Alright, you guys, this is how much wood we have left. Just this little stack, a couple right here, and then like 2 or so scrap pieces that we can use for the last row. As you can see, we still have a good little section of the floor left. I just tried to do some math, and I think that we'll have just the perfect amount, I think. Cross your fingers, because when I purchased this, I only had a rough estimate of what the size of this room was. I was only buying for my studio, so I really had to guess with this room, like in the moment when I was buying. So I'm really hoping to have a satisfying finish. Cross your fingers, you guys. But we're almost done this row. We're gonna move the machines onto the new floor so that we can rip up the rest of this old floor and keep installing. That's the plan. Now that the flooring is done, I decided to paint that white and not leave it the grayish. I feel like it helps the light switch disappear a little better. But anyway, now the floor is done. We're gonna work on this area, and it's been a few days, okay? While Jason was like leading on the floors, I was working on what we were gonna put up here because I just didn't want to spend money. So I'm gonna hand paint like a faux tile mosaic situation right here, and it's Legend of Zelda themed. I decided to make a separate video about how I came to this decision and how I did the designs and how I made these stencils. So you can watch that if you haven't already. But yeah, I think that these look awesome. At least they look awesome on my iPad. I'm ready to see if I can execute it on the wall for real. So let's see. I believe the best thing for me to do is to draw out a grid of where each tile stencil is going to be placed so that I don't have to guess, because I took the time to like do the math and figure out how many are gonna go across and how many go up in order to make it all fit and not be cut off at all. I don't want to have any like half images or anything like that. So I think the best thing to do is to draw the lines up on there in pencil and like do all the math to begin with, and then I can just like paint. Right? Okay. Yeah, right. Good morning. Good morning. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Let me show you where I got on these faux tiles last night. I'm tired. I'm tired. This is what we have. I think it looks pretty dang cool. Let's go from a distance. I think it's gonna look pretty dang cool, okay? With that being said, I really want to finish this room today. This is the last major thing that needs to be done. That's it. And then it's the like really fun parts, the decor, the finishing touches, all of that, the functionality, organizing the cabinets, that type of stuff. I want to be done with it so badly today. It's 9:30 a.m. I've been up for a couple hours, but I could not get myself to get out of the bed, y'all. You know how that be. You know how that be. It's Saturday after all. So let's just keep it going, okay? Let's just keep it going. I don't even want to drag it on any longer. I don't want to work on this no more. And I told myself at the beginning of the project I wasn't in a rush, which I'm not. But my attention span is only but so big. So I'm not fitting to work on this for the rest of my life. Let's be real. 2 weeks is enough. Okay? 2 weeks is enough. But it's looking awesome down here. I am obsessed. Obsessed with this damn laundry room. I'm gonna need to get a cot so I can just sleep in it. Whew, this wall really worked me to my core. Like, I was wrecked by the end of doing this. Being hunched over under that cabinet was no joke. And this two-hand technique of like holding the stencil down while dabbing with the other hand was definitely key to getting like super clean lines. But man, were my shoulders on fire after this. But it looks good. Hello. Man, it's like 1:30 now, and I've done like 8 tiles, and I have 11 tiles left out of the 30 tiles on the wall. And I'm kind of tired of bending my head under that cabinet, so I'm taking a break from it to do some other little finishing touches, like painting these shelves that I cut. I kind of sat with them with the raw particle board showing, and don't like it, so I'm just gonna paint them black so that they blend in seamlessly with the shelving unit, which should be nice and easy. And this is just like giving me a break from standing. I can sit down, I can like rest my neck in a neutral position for a little while, which is nice. But I think I'm making good progress. The time really flew by. Like, I cannot believe it's 1:30. Like, what the heck? When I started, it was like 9 something, almost 10. I just feel like time really flew by. But I really put my head down to get all of those done. And so I feel confident that I can finish that wall tonight. And even painting the grout lines, because I do want to paint the grout lines in. And I'm thinking I want to do them like a half tone lighter than the black, like a light black or a dark gray. Just for a little bit more realism, even though people do use black grout with black and white tile. It's just really stark. And I don't know if I want that to be the look. I don't know. I've been playing around with it on Procreate, just like moving the color dial around and the grout color changing. And it really can go either way, honestly. I guess it's a preference thing.
level do y'all go up?
Highest level.
Me too. Pressure wash. Yeah. What is the other levels for?
I can tell you right now, if you don't have one, get one.
I know. How has that ever heard? I know. I really love these. It is so hard being in this entertainment industry when the Mad Max prequel sold 5
day just cleaning up the studio space, getting everything out, and cleaning up the floor, making sure all the drywall dust is out. I might even paint the trim.
I feel very empowered after yesterday's work to be able to do this myself, if that makes sense. We're getting her.
It's much later in the evening now. I have taken lots of breaks while working on this because the posture is just not it, and my neck and my back are sore. But we're almost done with the major tile stenciling part. There's still this section to do because the wall outlet is here, and I want to move the facing so that I can better place the stencil. But it's dinner time and I'm tired, and I'm kind of bummed because I really thought that I was gonna get so much more done today, but this has kicked my butt. It looks awesome, but it has kicked my butt. So I'm going to take a break and go eat dinner and hope that I can rally up the energy to come back down here and finish this off for real tonight, so that the very last things I have to do are the final touches and all of that easier stuff. Will I get it done? I don't know. That's the goal though. I am not kidding when I say that this wall of faux tile was a labor of love, okay? Every tile needed little touch-ups. Even just applying the black paint was so meticulous. I had to use a makeup sponge and really take my time and use thin layers of paint. It really was like a test of my patience, and I'm a fairly patient person, and I was still like taking lots of deep breaths because it was tough. It's definitely tough, I'm not gonna lie, but it was 100% worth it. I always try and remind myself that like doing like laborious tasks like this that require a lot of attention and focus are always worthwhile because the product looks amazing. That's where I left off last night. But for real, we're finishing this room today because I want to make this video live today. Can I do that? Let's finish putting in these grout lines. I can see the finish line. I can see it. I can feel it. I can taste it. I'm getting a super early start today. Like, it's not even 7 a.m. I'm not playing. I'm on my business today. It's been a ride. Let's keep going.
So I decided to make another apple and berry pie using blueberries we picked in the forest, and I saved 4 mini frogs that were stuck in my holes. They were very cute.
For even bigger adventures, live your biggest.
Rob and I, we've always enjoyed cooking, but I've really got into cooking and experimented with loads.
Over on this wall, I want to put some art. And I've already went through my collection of other people's art and my own stuff. And I've kind of landed on a bunch of my own stuff. I have this huge oil painting that I did in college. It was my senior year in college. It's a painting of Jason's hands in the sink. I have lots of old paintings of him because he was who I was painting at the time. And so I want to hang these up, and once I hang up the artwork, that'll help me judge where I want this shelf on this wall to go. And I put up this piece of tape because that is the depth of my shelf, and so that's how it's going to interact with the artwork. And I'm trying to figure out if I like that or not. I thought about it, and I do want to raise it up a little bit, I think. I also have like a bunch of different baskets and other decor that I pulled out that I am going to have in this room to see if maybe like a basket on the washer would like hide that plug, and so I don't have to like hang the art too low. And then I have these, which are like, I don't know, little trays or something, but I want to put them on the wall, like very old school auntie style. I want to put them on the wall for cute little wicker wall art installation moments, because I got these for, I don't even know, maybe like $1/4 each, if that, from the thrift store forever ago, just because I love them and I don't know what I want to do with them. I tried using one underneath a plant pot. It did not go very well because it doesn't take moisture very well, like it started to mold. So then I'm just like, okay, so what do I do with it? And making it into wall art seems fun, and it will also help warm the space up and bring some more like natural tones and a different texture to the space. I went and got some command hooks for the two artworks right here. Just because the plumbing, there's like plumbing right here. I don't want to deal with it. So we're gonna use command hooks. I really like the way this looks. Sorry, the lighting is not the best down here. It is a basement after all. I'll do this. It's like, I really like the way this looks. I'm going to move on from it now, and I'm going to clear coat and like put a sealant on the countertop and on the cabinet handles, so that the paint doesn't chip off, because those are going to be like high traffic use areas. So I'm just going to put a polyurethane clear coat on it. I'll show you. I have this, let me move the vacuum. I have this polycrylic crystal clear top coat. It is supposed to be fast drying, and it is a clear matte finish, and it's water based. Oops, it says not to shake it. It says to stir it. I'm currently have the shelf hardware drying because I have it outside. I'm spray painting it white. I went back and forth if I wanted to make the shelf white or black. Ultimately, the shelf itself is white. It's on a white wall, and I just came to the conclusion I might as well make the hardware white so that it all just blends in. I thought about making it black because there's so much like black accent in the room already, but then I just feel like it just is kind of for no reason. Like, why? Why? When I closed my eyes and visualized it, seeing the little black brackets just was like, for what? Like, especially if the shelf isn't black, like why? So yeah, anyway, that's outside drying. While that's drying, I'm gonna do this. While this dries, we'll hop back over to that corner. You feel me? Like, we're jumping around. All the finishing touches are going on. It's exciting. And now that I'm not using this anymore, if you're wondering why I didn't do this earlier, it's because I was using this surface for lots of things. Obviously painting this mosaic and stuff. So, oh my God, I literally just said I shouldn't be shaking it. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's because they don't want you to like generate bubbles in it. Oops. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I was using the surface so much for the other projects that I didn't want to mess up the clear coat. You want this to have, you know, like 24 hours, if not longer, to cure before like heavy usage. And obviously I was heavily using it, so I didn't want to delay myself. But now we're no longer using it. I vacuumed it, I wiped it down. Everything looks great. And I'm ready to seal her up. I'm using a brand new brush. And I'm just going to go, I think I'm gonna go short ways and come out, because that just seems better. And it says not to over brush it. I don't even think I understand what that means. But I guess like once it's on there, you want to leave it alone. But it goes on kind of like milky, and then it's supposed to dry clear. All right, my battery died, so I did some things whilst it was charging. Shelf is up. Shelf is up. Decorative shelf, kind of. Not for super heavy things, take that. So I'll get some stuff up on that. I was telling you all about these little wicker plates. And I've kind of like put tape on the wall where I want to put those. So maybe let's do that. When I was hanging these, I really was just going off vibes for real. Like I had no real rhyme or reason to it. I know I just wanted it to look flowy and organic. Obviously it's not the end of the world. I can always change it around if I hate it, but I was feeling super indecisive with this last one. I didn't know if I wanted it to be predictable or not. I played around with this for quite a while, but I think I like what I landed on. Let me know what you think. Be nice, please. All right, I think I forgot to push record. Oh my God, don't laugh. I used the brad nailer and I just nailed the corks into the wall. It looks really cute. See? I'm happy with my decision to go with the white hardware on the shelf. I think that it's a lot more inconspicuous. That looks great. Yay! that is a wrap on the laundry room makeover. It is so nice down here now. What started as a need to finish the flooring as a continuation from the studio turned into a full room makeover just because I had the time and the inspiration. And this is giving the like cozy, eclectic, modern vibes that are kind of throughout my house already, and I am just so in love with this room. It has been a labor of love. It started out as a blank white, boring, grayish, builder grade, rental friendly laundry room, and now it has so much character, so much charm. All of my quirky little touches just really bring it all together and make it feel more like a home. And that's really the goal of all of this, isn't it? Turning a stale house into a cozy, loving, just charming home. So if you enjoyed this makeover, let me know what your favorite part was. If you haven't watched part 1, go and watch part 1 where we transformed all of the color. And if you haven't watched the video that's all about these Zelda inspired wall tiles, like faux tiles, you should watch that too, because that in itself was a journey, okay? But yeah, the room looks amazing. I'm super happy with it. And now I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my weekend because I earned it. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.